Hi guys, so today I'm just doing my everyday makeup. So just pull your hair back any way you like. I'm just using a like a big thick headband just to keep your hair out of your face while you do your makeup, because that wouldn't be good if it got all in your face. And yeah, so I'm just fixing it. And now I'm just taking my mini sample of Aveeno Positively Radiant Daily Moisturizer. And I gotta pick up the big one, but for now I just use a sample. And I just put a pea-sized amount on my fingers, and I put it all over my face, especially where my skin gets really dry, because since the seasons are changing, my skin gets really dry. And I'm just working that into my skin. Now I'm taking my Covergirl Nature Luxe foundation in the color Bamboo or 315, and I'm just putting, again, like a pea-sized amount on. Make sure you shake it. And yeah, I'm just putting that on my fingers, and then I'm going to put the product on one side of my face, and I'm using my fingers to put on my foundation. I don't really like to use a brush. I'm going to blend it in with my fingers, just rubbing it in. I think when you use your fingers to blend in your foundation, it gives you a nice finish to it, more natural than like a brush. And I'm just putting more for the other side of my face. Just dabbing a little bit on the places I need it. And make sure you get like your jawline too, because you don't want to have a foundation line. And just rub it in circular motions, just really make sure you get it into your skin. And what I love about this foundation is it gives you a nice like flawless coverage, but it's really natural and lightweight, so it almost feels like a tinted moisturizer, but with a little bit more coverage than a tinted moisturizer. And it also smells really good. And you've probably seen like the commercials with like Taylor Swift and stuff. And now I'm just using my Fit Me concealer in number 110. And if you're wondering, I'm looking in like a mirror on the side, so that's why I keep on looking that way. But I really like this concealer. It works really well. I'm just gonna dot it on under of my eyes, because I have really bad under eye circles. And it looks like I'm putting a lot on, but I didn't pick up much product from the applicator, so that's why it looks like there's a lot. And now I'm just putting on like any blemishes, and just rub it in with your finger and blend it out so that it blends in with your foundation, and just blend those out. Now I'm using my Fit Me powder in the number 210 and a big fluffy powder brush from Sigma, and I'm just rubbing it into my skin. This is a nice setting powder because it's not too much coverage, and it's really nice and lightweight, but it also sets your foundation and makes it more matte. But it still leaves like a natural coverage to it. It doesn't make it cakey at all. And just put it everywhere where you need it. I like to dust it all over my face, but if you don't want to, you could just put it where, maybe if you get oily, you could put it where you get oily. And now I'm just using my MAC blush in Desert Rose, and it wouldn't pick up the name of it, but there you go. It's in the color Desert Rose, and I'm using a Sigma angled contouring brush, but it works good for powder, for blush. And as you can see, I need to clean it, but I didn't get a chance to yet, so sorry. And I'm just putting that on the apples of my cheeks and blending it in. And this is a really nice color. It works really well on skin tones like mine, and it looks really natural. Okay, so now onto my eyes. I'm just using this Bare Study Paint Pot by MAC, and it works really good. It's a nice base, and it's like a champagne-y, almost pinkish color. So I just put that all over my eye just to make sure that there's no crease, and it also intensified the colors of the shadows, and it's like a nice base. So I'm just putting that all over each eye. I'm blending it in. Now using my Too Faced Natural Eyeshadow Palette and a Sigma Flat Top Shader Eyeshadow Brush, I'm taking this whitish, creamish color, and I'm using this as another base. And I'm focusing that in on the inner corners, and then blending it out. We're going for the look like from lightest to darker, so just blend it all onto your eye. Now using the next color in like Velvet Revolver, and it's a nice like taupey color, and using that same brush, focus it on like the inner and outer corners of your eye, And it's a nice transition color. And I'm just putting more on just to make sure the color shows up better. And you're going to do the same thing for the other eye. It's kind of hard to see what I'm doing, I'm sorry. Just because I'm filming this on my iPad, so there's no like zoom or anything. Now using a pencil brush by Sigma, I'm getting this dark espresso kind of color. And you want to make like an outer V and then drag it up into the crease, but not all the way in the crease, like focus on the outer corner. And it's going to look kind of silly. The color is going to look really dark, but really build up the color because it blends out really nicely. So I'm just trying to make like an outer corner V look. And the same thing for the other eye. You can kind of see better what I'm doing on this eye. And I know the color looks really dark, but don't worry, it blends out. Oh, and you could also see my cat in the background. I'm sorry, he likes to sit in my window. So I'm just really shaping it. And it should look like that so far. Now taking a big fluffy brush from Sigma. All my brushes are from Sigma. I got them in like a kit, like a travel size kit for Christmas, if you're wondering. And just really blend it out so that there's no harsh lines. And the same for that eye. Just blend it. And then we're going to go back into that first color, the cream color, and you're going to put that on top just so the color isn't as dark. And I do this a lot. It really tones down the color and makes it more appropriate for daytime. And now I'm going back in that same color and I'm going to highlight my brow bones. I already did a little bit, but I forgot to film it, so I'm just doing it again. And I just like to use a fluffy brush for that. And now I'm using my Maybelline Line Stiletto liquid eyeliner. And this has a nice felt tip applicator. It's nice and pointy. And it's really easy to apply, but it's kind of hard to film me putting it on, so that's why it's kind of like you can't really see what I'm doing. But I just put a thin line on my upper lash line, on my upper lid, but I don't wing it out because for daytime I don't like to make a wing. It's a little too dramatic. So I just kind of end it where my eye ends, and I just like to draw it on. And I don't bring it all the way down into the inner corner. I kind of stop in the middle, and that's just me. I like to mark where it should end, and then I just fill it in a little bit. So it's just kind of like a thin line. It goes from thinner to a little bit thicker, just so it gives you the illusion of like bigger eyes. And I'm just shaking it up because I like to fix it and make sure it's nice and smooth. And that's what it should look like. So now onto mascara. I'm just using my Covergirl Lash Exact mascara. This works really well and it's pretty inexpensive. I'm just like popping it because there's not much product left in it, so that's why I went back and forth with it. And just really get it on. It looks like I'm putting a lot on. That's just because I'm running out. And make sure you get your bottom lashes as well. This does a really good job at defining your lashes. For the daytime, I like to have long and defined lashes instead of volumized lashes. And also the liquid eyeliner does a good job at giving volume to your lashes. And now I'm just taking my Nivea chapstick. This stuff is my favorite. It works really well. And I'm running out. And I'm just putting that all over my lips because they get really chapped. I don't really put on any lipstick or lip gloss for during the day because it comes off, so there's not really a point. So I'm just putting on a lot of chapstick. And yeah, that's what the finished look looks like. And I'll show you again. It's just a nice daytime neutral eye. So I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.